So the product, I'm now bought into the product. What does NSL 2.0 look like? What's the purpose? What are you trying to achieve?
If I rewind back, so end of 2021, we announced our new adventurous strategy, 10-year plan that travels the sport to hopefully greater new heights. And within that, the key focus was around professionalising the game. And that's professionalising in all sense, both on-court and off-court, but particularly in the domestic product. So we wanted to make sure that the sport was ready for this moment. So we've spent a lot of time the last couple of years planning for it and getting ready to press the go button. In COVID, we took a real toll. The sport took a real toll in terms of dropping off a cliff in terms of participation. We were named as one of 2 sports that had the greatest drops in participation. But earlier this year, that same survey was repeated, and we've gone back to the largest female for women participation sport. So 3 million now playing at a grassroots audience, and the 3rd highest when you combine men and women team sports overall. So grassroots sort of was taken care of back to pre-COVID days. And then this summer, just coming back from Cape Town, a fantastic World Cup that saw the Roses go where no other Roses team had gone before and break into that World Cup final. And for us, that was really important. It captivated an audience, 5.6 million watched across UK broadcast channels. So the 2 bookends of the sport were almost complete and thriving again. So that gave us the ability to say, right, let's concentrate now and press go on that middle part, that domestic game. So Super League has existed since 2005. It has, the last couple of seasons, every single season has built. So we've just enjoyed the most attended, the most competitive and the most engaged season across the Super League. But in women's sport, everything is moving so quickly right now that actually if you don't continue to innovate, you don't just stand still, you fall behind. So we felt this was the moment to really accelerate the growth of Super League. So last week, as you said, we announced Super League NSL 2.0, a complete relaunch of the league in 2025. It's given us the ability over the last couple of years to completely reimagine the domestic product, to look at what we do to make sure that there are professional careers in the game, make sure we can power those Roses to number 1 in the world next time round, and make sure that we grow the visibility of the whole sport. So we spent a good couple of years doing an independent professionalisation review. We spoke to stakeholders across the game, to players, to clubs, to broadcasters, and we formulated a 10-year roadmap. And that 10-year roadmap starts in 2025 with a change to the product. There's some secrets that we won't give away quite yet, but additions to the competition portfolio to make sure that we have competitive to-the-wire matches. It sees us move to big arenas. We're playing relatively small arenas at the moment, but it sees us move to some of the most iconic arenas across the country, phased delivery scaling up over that 10-year period. And it's our chance to really recreate that sport. So we don't just want to care about the on-court product. We know that women and girls turn up for those in-arena experiences that extend beyond the match play. So this is our ability to fuse fashion with lifestyle, with music, and give an all-round experience. We are, like Belinda has, we are in the process of setting up a new co, headed up by Claire Nelson, who's our new NSL MD. And we have launched and did launch last week a competitive tender process, an open tender process, so that existing and new clubs can come forward and say, actually, we buy into that ambition and we want to be part of that professional future for the sport. So that's what it is. We announce in spring next year what that league will look like, and I have to just say a massive thank you to Belinda and the rugby team for going first, because we've learned an awful lot from the progress and the process they've gone through, particularly legal and governance over the last couple of years. So yeah, thank you, Belinda. Well, there's no blueprint for this stuff.